This is the story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world. But she looked so sad in photographs. I absolutely loved her when she cried. How many days in a year? I don't know those words, but I do know these words right here. Where your hair never where your clothes never wear as well the next day, and your hair never falling quite the same way, and you never seem to run out of things to say. This is the story of come on now, you gotta do the whole jump. You feel me? You gotta. I tried to hit every little note too. I don't know if I did it. It's your boy SJ Screwface John, and I'm here. Put in the comment section who said a classic song. We on the road to 400. We on the road to 1 million subscribers. We already broke 500,000. I just dropped my single with Mercury's Fire. We need to get that to 50,000 views. Yeah, man, I appreciate everybody who's been streaming that. Thank you guys, it means the world. Shout out to my man Corpse and MGK. If you don't know, I dropped that little video where they both showed me love, and MGK was trying to get the claim lifted from his from the reaction. Means a lot. Shout out to the dude. Even if it doesn't get lifted, it was the thought that counts. That's a real one for that, and he good in my book. He been good. But so I said something in that reaction. I said Corpse don't quit, and it was because I had seen a bunch of videos when I typed in Corpse's name that said Corpse husband quitting YouTube. So I was looking for all the videos, and I was looking for the one that had the most views, because obviously that's the one I think probably most people saw, and the one I should probably look at. So I found this one on my boy Jaden, pretty sure it's Jaden's channel, and he's talking about Corpse husband quitting YouTube. And it is old. It's like an older video, I think. How old is it, in fact? It's from January 7th. Wait, that's not that old. It's not that old, actually. So it's a few months old, but I don't know why. Let's get right into it. I had no idea when I saw this, so let's figure out what
So, it looks like Corpse husband might quit streaming. Now, if you guys don't know who Corpse husband is, he is pretty much one of the biggest streamers right now. And back in 2020, he blew up because people were fascinated by his deep voice. Now, a lot of people have been wondering, how is his voice so deep? Is he using some kind of voice changer? Is that why his voice is so deep? Well, I've done a little bit of research, and I have found out the reason why his voice is so deep, and this is the reason that
I've already done a video on this channel basically covering why Corpse's voice is so deep. It's like why can't I think of the word? Is it disease? Ain't the right affliction? It's a thing that he has with his voice box.
that he might have to quit streaming.
When people are like, oh, Corpse is sick, or like chronically ill, they're like, oh, he has GERD, and then the people that aren't informed about it, they're always like, oh, well, that's just a fancy name for acid reflux. I'm like, no, not really. There's like a spectrum of GERD, and mine happens to it.
GERD, I think that's what it's called. That's what he has, and this is him explaining it for anybody who just because there might be a new people who came to this channel and haven't seen my other Corpse husband reactions, but you should go check them out. You could just go to my videos, type in Corpse husband, they'll all pop up. But I've covered this, but that's what it's called, in case you just new and don't know. But I assume if you came here from the Corpse video, you know. Anyway.
Spectrum of GERD, and mine happens to affect my vocal cords. I believe it has to do with like the larynx something, I forgot the name of it. I actually need to get scoped to make sure it's not worse at the moment, but anyway, I have fibromyalgia and thoracic outlet syndrome and sleep apnea and...
So basically, Corpse husband has a bunch of illnesses, and one of these illnesses is the reason why his voice is so deep. And recently he said on stream that he might not be able to stream anymore because of his illnesses, and the last time that he was streaming, he had problems because of his illness.
I don't know about the whole like streamer thing, like with my illnesses, like sitting at my computer and being able to play certain games and everything. Like I don't think I'm physically capable. Like in the future, I already stream like once or twice a week as is. And all these other people are able to play every day and play different games and stream every day, but
Is it crazy? I can like hear the pain in his voice. That's I can hear it hurting now. Now as he's talking regularly and saying he might not physically be able to do it, I could hear it hurting now. Is that weird? Does that make sense? I could physically hear it hurting. Like, yeah, that sounds like it hurts now. Before it didn't. Now it kind of sounds more.
I like literally couldn't do that if I wanted to. Like when I left that raft game, like I was sitting there with like an eye patch on, my whole arm is numb, like I'm bleeding out the nose, and I'm just playing video games. Like it shouldn't be. I don't think that's something I can like do for a long time. Whereas, like music, something I've always like innately loved doing, and it's something that I'm physically capable of doing.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Hold on now. Hold on. Wait a minute. All right, so okay, so he wasn't saying that he just ultimately quit. See, this is why we watch the videos. This is why you react to the videos. This is why yeah. So he's just talking about quitting streaming, but then putting more effort into music. I'm not. You know what? If that's what he wants to do, I'm not mad at that. I'm not. You know how I am about YouTubers doing YouTube and music, especially musicians on YouTube, because Corpse is obviously a musician on YouTube. It's not just like a YouTuber who decided to be a musician. It's a musician on YouTube. So I'm all for it. And I mean, he already got a song with MGK. What we talking about? It sounds like it's making sense. It sounded like the universe is like, yo, go ahead and do this. You know what I mean? It sounded like, honestly, I think this is another person who can elevate the YouTube platform. I love it, people who come out and do music and do music. You feel me? And it's music that the world can take, and it takes off, because there are stigmas with YouTubers that do music and stuff. I like that, because I could see him killing a lot of those stigmas once people hear him and see his fan base. Corpse has a live show. Yeah. It's basically what I'm saying.
Again, it's something that I'm.
Makes us stronger as a unit. You feel
Until my
me?
voice gives out. I feel like when I die out, I'll at least have made the impact. Like, I brought a lot of people from the music side of things into gaming, and now like all the gaming people have a thing, and I brought a lot of the gaming people into the music thing, and now a lot of the underground music scene has a lot of new people listening to it.
Now, as much as I don't like the Corpse husband stans, I honestly feel so bad for the dude. I mean, the reason why he became so popular is because of his deep voice, and now that might be the reason why he has to quit streaming. And this year, he just completely exploded and became one of the biggest streamers, and already he might have to step down from that. Now, he did say that...
Man, yeah, that absolutely sucks. That absolutely sucks. I don't know what he said about the Corpse husband stands. I don't know. It was a random. I don't know who this person is. I was very random. I was like, wait, what happened there? What? I'm sure somebody's gonna let me know in the comment section. But this video is more about learning why Corpse is quitting. But yeah, that sucks. That absolutely sucks, because even in the short amount of time I've been reacting to him, his music, that's why I'm like, I'm not mad at him just doing music too. The short time I've been reacting to his music, and the fans that have came over, and the music that I've heard, and all the different stuff, it's been dope. It's been fun. I really get intrigued when there's a YouTuber out there doing music that I'm like, oh yeah, this needs to be on a bigger platform. I know the dude gets 18 million views, but I'm like, this is the music that I would take and be like, yo, people, listen to this. Yeah, this is us. This is YouTube over here. What's up? You feel me? I like it. It's a good representation, but yeah, doing music would be a lot easier probably than doing streaming, because a song is 3 minutes. A stream is hours long, and he has to talk for hours. Though in his music he does probably strain his voice a bit more than he does, because he be yelling, boy. He be yelling. Well, I guess he be yelling more in the new one than he did, because his older ones he don't really be yelling. I'm like, choke me, like you. Yeah, no, he don't really be. Yeah, if he just, yeah, he'll be alright. He'll be alright. I think if he just does the music, he'll be alright.
He might just focus on making music, and if he does quit streaming and starts going to music, I honestly wish him a successful music career, because at least then he can actually do something and still make a living doing something that he enjoys. This entire situation just sucks. Imagine you were him, right? You have all these illnesses, and despite these illnesses, you are still able to somehow transform that and make a career online and make YouTube videos, and then you finally hit your big break, you explode and become one of the biggest streamers ever, and then because of your illness, you now have to step down and quit streaming. I just hope that somehow Corpse can find a way to treat this, and maybe he can continue streaming, but...
Yeah, that's nuts. If there is a way to cure or treat, I don't know if there's a way to cure it, but maybe treat the voice thing, that's definitely what he should do. And if stopping this, man, as I hear him, it makes me want to clear my throat. If stopping this is what makes better for his voice and better for his health, then that's what he should do. Obviously, I'm here for the music. I'm here for whatever. If y'all want me to react to some other Corpse clips, I'll go react to some of his stream clips, because I've seen some of his stream clips, and people seem to like those. Put it in the comment section, let me know, because, you know, obviously I've reacted to all of his songs, so let me know what y'all want next in the comment section. And make sure if you see something, somebody comment something that you want also, like that person's comment. Because I go off repetition of people saying it and the comment having likes. You feel me? Love y'all, we out. Hopefully Corpse gets better. You did.